Hi. So during our 7th class, day 7, few of the basic commands were left to discuss. So we are discussing it today. It is part 3. Suppose sometimes you will find in your server that some of the directories are created with space. Suppose I want to create a directory with word, Ram and Ravi. So this will not create as a one name directory. These will be two different directories. If you see, Ram and Ravi, both directories are created, but we were not wanted that. We wanted that it should be as a one name. So for that, what we need to do? For that, we can do mkdir. We can write here Ram and give space Ravi. This way, we can try to create one directory. Let's see if it is created. You can see now the directory is created. So this was one way. The other way is you can do mkdir. Suppose you write John, then you have to press # key, that is just above the enter key in the keyboard, and then this is John banega Don. Let's see if it is created. If it is going to create with space, we have to give space after / because we wanted as a one directory. Let's see if it is created or not. See, in some of the servers in live environment, you will find the directories are created like this way. So at that time, how you will enter? Suppose you will give John and now you want to give banega Don. But whenever you will try to go to CD, you will not be able to jump in because it is saying you are using too many arguments. Means CD command work as a option, like CD it asks for the option. But here we given two options. So CD command is not able to decide like in which directory the user is saying to jump. So for that, what we need to do, we can do John. We can press tab key. If we press tab key, it will auto complete the command. So you don't need to fear by these slashes. You just need to press enter. Now you are inside the directory. Same by how many other ways we can create this directories. Suppose we can create the directory by double quotes also. Then we can give here, I wish if I would be a king. Let's see if it create a single directory or not. Oh, I need to retype it again. Let's see if it create a directory or not. We are trying one more method, that is double quotes. I wish I were a king. Let's see if it is create a single directory or not. See, it is created a single directory. Now if you want to jump inside this, because I have placed long characters, so you have to press I, then press tab key. It will auto complete the command and it will find the right directory by itself by placing tab key, because there is no other directory is present there that is starting with I letter. Now we can jump inside it. Let's create one more directory that having I letter started, that is going to start from letter I. mkdir. I wish I would not be a king. I just change some characters. Now let's see how we can jump inside this directory. Now we have two directories starting with option I. So we can do cdi. Then now if you press tab key, it is auto completing till W, because all characters are same till W. Now it is asking like which one you want to jump out of these directories. So once you put O and then press tab key again, you will be inside this directory. So now you are inside this directory. So some of the commands left from cat command and echo command. Suppose there are files that cat all. This is the file and it has the data. But I want to put this data in different file because user has asked share me this data. Then you need to press cat all. Then you have to give this greater than sign. What it will do, it will send the output from all file to the next file you are going to give. Suppose we want to copy the data in temp report.txt. Now this file was not there earlier. We can check it before typing, like if there is any file present or not. You always need to check before creating file that already no file is existing in the real environment in that location in which we are going to create the file. Suppose we are going to create the file report.txt. It is saying no such file or directory. It means we are good with creating. We are sending the data to temp report.txt. Now what it will do, it has sent the data to report.txt. Now you can see all data has been copied to this, but user is saying add some more data inside it. Then how you can add it? Suppose I wanted to add inside temp report, then what you need to do? You need to press double quotes inside it. Suppose he is saying we are going to copy all data again inside temp report. Let's see now what is the output. Now you can see it has pasted twice. But if you have choose to give this output as a single sign, what it would have done? It will see now it has pasted the fresh data, means it has removed all the data, previous data. And suppose sometimes, so I am willing to show you what is the importance of this greater than sign and double greater than sign. There are two signs used. One is this, other is this. One is greater than, one is called this greater than sign, and one is called appending sign. This sign is used when you want to add something after last line to a file. Then we use double greater than sign. And single greater than sign is used to copy the data for first time. But suppose if you run now simply this command, now we have not given any command before this greater than sign. What it will do? It will nullify the file and it will delete all the data inside it. Now if you see, there is no data inside temp. It has removed all the data. So this command is used in case of some log files gets big and we want it to reduce some space, then we can try to nullify the file after taking backup of the file. Let me show you one example. Suppose we are inside cd verilog and we have messages file. Suppose consider your, by the way, df-h dot command is used because we are inside verilog. df-h dot command is used to check whether our current file system is full or not. Currently this is 24%, but suppose if this was 100% and message file was taking the whole space, then how would you have to nullify this file? What is the proper procedure in real environment to nullify a system file? Not only the log, use this only in the case of log files. For application log files, you always need to ask application team first whether we can remove zip or nullify this file or not. So suppose if this file was like of larger space, then what we would have done, we would have first take backup of the file, and that can be taken by, suppose we wanted to move the message file to crash folder. Because crash is not present, we can try to check where we can send this file. If you use df-h, we can see these are the file systems present right now. And out of this, you need to check which is the larger file system where if you will copy the file, it will not fill that file system as well. So in production environment, it is sometimes usually the crash file system or it is the system files where it is safe to copy the file first. So in our system currently it's not present, but in Linux environment it is present. So how would you transfer the file first before nullifying it? You are taking backup of the file before nullifying the file. So we are saying that in the root there is a space. So we are first moving the file to root. Now what we can do, you can see the message file right now, cat messages, it has some data. But now we are hypothetically thinking that message file is taking space in production environment. Then we will nullify the file by this way, pressing the greater than sign, and then we will give the file name. What it will do, if you see now the message file, it is 0 size. It has deleted all the data inside message file. So this is the utilization of this greater than sign. If you place any command before this greater than sign and you are trying to put the output in report.txt file, it will give the report that we are wanting that it should give the ls output in report.txt. Now we can check. See, the data came. And if you don't want to place any data and you want to nullify the file, then we can use without giving the previous command in report.txt. It will nullify the file. See, now it is 0 size. So in real environment, we work like that. Suppose you are going to patch the system, means we are going to update the Linux system in real environment. So before doing update in real environment, you always have to take the backup of some commands before patching the server. That is, like you can take the uptime backup. Suppose we want uptime backup in tend report.txt. Now we have the uptime output. We can give df-h output. Now this time we have to give double quotes because we want the output to be pasted line by line. It should be appending after finishing the first output. So let's see first what is the current output of report.txt. It is showing the output of uptime. Now let's put the output of df-h as well. But now we will give double greater than sign temp report test. We will give if config -a. You need to consider that you are going to patch the system. So these are the commands output you will be required before rebooting or patching the server, because these are very important commands. If your server stuck somewhere after patching, then these commands only will help you to come out of that situation, because you would be having the previous output. That what was the configuration before. You can give again. We will give next at -nr. It will print network routing table information as well. We will give cat etc fstal. So some of the servers have Veritas cluster as well. You can give like hstatus -some output as well. So for now we are not giving. I think these outputs are enough for us, but it is depend on like server to server what are the outputs we require to take. For now, if I tell all the commands, you will get confused. So I am giving you example of only few commands. Now if we check the report.txt file, it has pasted all the output. Now we have all the output. And what you need to do, you need to go to temp, go to ls-lrth. Because you have this file, you need to transfer this file to your system before doing anything to the server, before rebooting anything to the server, because you will be having the previous output and you can match it with the after output. So one more command I left. This command is very important. You name -a and cat etc that had release as well. So now we need to transfer the file. I am showing you like we are doing in real life environment. Now what you need to do, you need to transfer this file to your local system from this server before rebooting or anything. So how we can do? First of all, we should have the software WinSCP. WinSCP is the software that connects the remote and local machine together. Let's try. WinSCP means full form you can understand. Windows SCP means secure copy. Our server IP we need to put here 192.168.0.112. We can match it like it was our IP. How we can check? If config -a. You can see this is our IP 192.168.0.112. Now we need to give username and password. Now it is authenticating. We are accepting it. Now it has right hand side, it has pasted. It has access to our server and we can now from there go to root. Either you can choose this as well. Because our file is in temp, we will click on temp. Here it is report.txt. Simply we need to drag and drop. And if you can check here, the file has come already. Now we have the file. Now we can reboot the server or you can do patching. This was the real environment example. Now we have one more command left to practice. That is echo command. Echo hello. If you press echo hello, it will press hello. Echo means it is echoing. Whatever you are giving, it is pasting the output. It is coming back to you. But now if you want to give this output hello to text file, since we are inside temp already, let me give this example. Now if you see the report, it has hello output. Now if we want to give one more output, we have to give this double greater than sign. We have to give this double greater than sign, then we need to give the file name. Now check. So you will be seeing this command will be used in real environment in case I will show you the file. There is a file cat etc sudoers which manage the control of the user. This file manages the control of the user. That what kind of command a user can run. See, it has given the example that what kind of command a user can run. Suppose we can check by cat etc passwd what users we have in this system. We have user John, we have user student, we have user Sybase. And suppose currently if you log in as John user and you try to sudo su hyphen, means you are trying to jump as root. It is asking password for root. Once you give password, it is saying because John is not in sudoers file, that incident will be reported. So how we can give rights to this user so that it can jump as root? We are going to give the power of root to this John user. For that we can say cat etc sudoers file. Now we wanted to add the line, this kind of line. Suppose this is root. Root has this kind of power, means it has all kinds of power. But we want to give user John the same output. So what we need to do in that case, we have to give, suppose we pasted this output here. Now what you need to do, instead of root, you can change it to John. Now where you want to give? We want to give etc sudoers. But before doing this, you always need, before editing any file, you always need to take the backup of the file. So we are not going to run the command right now. First of all, you need to understand that whatever I am telling, it always happen in real environment. So first of all, you need to take the backup of the file. Suppose our file was etc sudoers and we are going to take the backup of the file with bkp, suppose. And we want to give the date as well, because today's date, suppose today is 24 and 04 is the month and 2025 is the year. Now we give the backup. Now if we will change anything to this file, then and if we get some mistake, we can always revert it back and it can save us from issues that happen in real environment. This is very important. So now we have the sudoers file. How we can check by? Because we have two sudoers file, we can run start. You can see how many sudoers file we have. We have two sudoers file. Now we will edit by eq command. We are giving the name John, then we will give 2 space, then we will type all, then we will give the same. We are going to give the same permission that root has to John. All we can type here always. Now we are closing it in double quotes. Now what we need to do, we need to press double quotes. Sorry, we need to press double greater than sign. Then we need to type the file name. So we are editing the file without going inside the file that we were doing in our class 8 by vi editor. It has pasted the entry in sudoers. Now John has all the permissions and it came in the last of the file. Now let's check if John has sudo permissions or not. Now we are going to do jump as root again. It is asking for, see now John has a power of root. Now John can run any commands because we have given it root power. So in real environment, this is how we give the permission. So here, if we don't want to give all the permission, then we can give the command wise permission, like what kind of commands he can run. They have given example in this file. So suppose if we want to run 2 commands, 2, 3, 4 commands all at once by using single, how we can run? We can do ls, then we can put this semicolon, uptime, semicolon, date, semicolon, uname -a. So now it is going to run all the commands because we have type in single line. It is going to paste the output of all the commands in single line. This way we can run all the commands in single lines as well. So today what we have learned how to edit the file through cat, how to create the directory with space, how to edit the file with echo, how to transfer the file before patching, and we used greater than and double greater than. We also learned how to use semicolon. Thank you for today. I will meet you in the next class.